I'm going to try to go over this quickly. It is, in fact, it's no secret that currently it's much more exciting to watch meme coins. It's exciting actually to go in and look in the Solana ecosystem. It's exciting to go everywhere else than to the Polkadot ecosystem at the current moment. That's a fact. However, you should consider yourself lucky if you have not already gotten yourself lots of beautiful dots in the right pocket and in the left pocket and in the back pocket. Because I believe it's only a matter of time until we're going to see Polkadot and the top coins do exactly what we are seeing Solana is doing now and what we are expecting, especially what Ethereum and other altcoins are going to do. So what pisses me off in a way with the Polkadot ecosystem is that it's very compact. It's technical, but they keep improving it. So it takes a lot of time to go over it. We're going to look at Energy Web Tokens' new platform. We're going to look at Pokedex's trading platform on the blockchain. And of course, we're also going to take some staking rewards that are, in fact, not as lucrative or as attractive as anywhere else within the blockchain ecosystem. But I am still convinced that having dots all around is only going to make all of us happy. And if we just go in, I mean, I know this announcement might be, not the newest, but just look at this one. Just to remind you, the Web3 Foundation announces Polkadot blockchain's native token DOT has morphed and is software, not a security. See, we never had any concerns that Polkadot would be considered a security. And this was back in 2022. But I just think that it's because some people seem to forget that. Because this announcement marked the third anniversary of the Web3 Foundation's first engagement with the US Securities and Exchange Commission's strategic hub for financial innovation. And you see, Polkadot, they were communicating with the SEC. Polkadot is a software, not a security. But that's already, the Polkadot has been in the making. And it is in the making. It's shaping up. What's really going on there? Also, if we go in and we look here at sentiment. I like this. You go in here and you can see that the development activity, I don't know if you can see if it's too small, but development activity in the past 30 days. And we got status. I never heard about them before, but okay. Number one spot is Cardano. It's good. Cardano, they just keep doing. Nothing's going on there, but they keep doing. Anyway, Chainlink, something's going on the last 30 days. It's also good to see. But then Polkadot and Kusama are on number 4 and 5. But if you remember, almost all through 2023, Polkadot and Kusama were ranked number 1. There's a lot going on. And that is why really, if you're not in already, well, it's not financial advice, right? But anyway, so let's get back to the main studio and let's start because we got many things to get through. And as always, it starts a little bit like this. The Polkadot live streams are always very special to me because you know what time it is. It is time to let the chaos begin, even though there's not so much chaos this time. But we need to concentrate on the ecosystem of Polkadot and Kusama. The future of finance is, without a doubt, being built right in front of our eyes, and it's being built on the blockchain. But don't forget, and please remember, my chaos has been nothing but profitable. Let's see who's in the chat, and then let's get this thing going.
Be strong.
All my dear friends, NK, Pierpaolo, we talk, Vax is here, Oliver, good to see you. And we got Blockchain Bully, and we got Blockchain Betty, and where's Blockchain Jerry? Anyway, I will go over it. It's not going to be so structured, but it never is here when we are doing it. So before we're going to go look at prices, because we know that the prices are lagging behind. Let's try to go through over some news, and then we will go into some technical developments that has been going on. But I know you want to see the portfolio of ours, and that really displays how we are far behind. Let's go and have a look here. So this is our Polkadot portfolio. And as you can see, I mean, we're not putting the exact amounts that we are having, but, you know, at what price we bought and when we bought. And we can see we bought Kusama. We got in at, you know, at 24. We're up only 69%. That's really, I mean, 69, that's my favorite number. And I think Jerry likes that number too. Anyway, 69% is not really a lot, you know, taking bigger things into perspective. That means that if we were to go, I mean, it has huge potential until it's even its previous all-time high. And this leads me to show you one other coin. You know, I've been talking about MantraDAO, and we're going to talk about MantraDAO tomorrow. But you see, I always compare with the, you know, the coins that we bought at 80 to 90%, you know, below from the previous all-time high. I always expect them to go back to that previous all-time high, just like Bitcoin went through, you know, the 69. And if we look here just at MantraDAO, I just want to show, look at this. This is the weekly, right? And MantraDAO had its all-time high back in March 2022. And I mean, we had a beautiful hockey stick. We took 3,000%. I actually liquidated. That's a different story. Anyway, this is what we're waiting for, actually, for all coins. So please keep this picture in mind, right? Because if we go and we go and look at just, you know, let's look at Kusama. I mean, that's not gonna look like that, right? But that's good. That's good, because otherwise you'll be too late to the party. Are we having Kusama here? Very good. And then we also look at, you see, it had its high on May 2021, right? But we're still down here. Is a big difference, because it's only a matter of time until this is going to look exactly like that beautiful chart we saw from MantraDAO. Now, but the one thing that I always try to tell you guys is we never know which one is going to be the first. Certainly not Kusama. I think we can. I think that's one thing. I think that's one thing we can. We very much can agree on, right? Kusama is not going to be the first one. And let me just make myself a little bit bigger here. Let's look at Polkadot also. Polkadot also doesn't look like MantraDAO or like Bitcoin for that matter, right? I mean, if we look at Bitcoin here on the weekly, we can see, I mean, that was not as impressive as with MantraDAO, but, you know, with Polkadot, we're still like down here somewhere, right? In reality, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But on the other hand, you're not too late, right? So we can see we're just waiting for that hockey stick, and once it comes, it can go quick. And, you know, just to give you a little price prediction, even though you're not financial advice and all them goodies, you know what I'm saying. But I believe that, you know, Polkadot, I think we could see by October, a little later maybe, but, you know, in the end of 2025, probably 150, 120 maybe, 120 per dot. That's how I see it. Not financial advice, for God's sake. So what I'm saying is that even though we are seeing very small returns here, Moon River, right? Only, 286%, is still also down something like 90%. We talked about Polkadot. Energy Web Token, that's the first one we're then gonna attend to. But they were still down 18%, and we were actually down more because we've been averaging in. So we did buy more Energy Web Token, as I have, you know, been announcing for many times, and we bought that at 2.5, actually the price that it was trading today. So now we're only down 18%, but we're down, and I really wonder why. Litentry are only 28%. Cross network, I think that's, you know, decentralized storage. I think you all know that, you know, and or Origin Trail, I cannot pronounce it. Up 197%, but there's lots of potential. Killed, working with big international companies. Only a matter of time. Let's go in. No, we don't need to go in and look at Killed right now. Pokedex, we will also have made a little movie about that. Centrifuge, there's some news, real world assets. And we have Moonbeam, 124% up. Sheaton, which is the brother of Astar, 28%. And then we got Astar, where we're up only 114%. I think it's really only a matter of time. Pendulum, down 17. Altair, which is the cousin of Centrifuge. And if you have any questions or you do your own research, go in and look at the small amounts of market cap some of these still have. Sealer Network only up 92%. Cross Shadow 321. Cross Shadow has a market cap of I mean, I cannot I mean, it's important that you guys get yourself going. As a market cap of less than 2 million or what it is. I was saying, yeah, 1.8 million. I was saying yesterday to Betty, maybe we should just buy entire Cross Shadow because, you know, buy it up. There's so much potential there. And of course, Nodle. Nodle. I mean, this is just also another lovely thing. Anyway, so this is our portfolio. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't love Hydra X, and there are some other coins that I really love, but this is for now. This is, I mean, and then we will see where things are going to take us. So we looked at the portfolio. Let's go in and run some news, and then we will run to some of the technical aspects of it. Energy Web Token has a new platform that you have to download, and you have to lift your tokens. And I made a video on that. So maybe it's a little boring. It's a lot of work. Let me put it like that. And nothing ever works the way it's supposed to. And that's what I spent most of my time doing. And I always tell Betty she should pay me more because it takes a long time to go through all these new technological platforms. And I don't understand shit about crypto nor technology. I understand the psychology of investors, and I still have to do all this. Anyway, Polkadot is still growing, right? So let's have a weekly recap. Average core developers, 114. Number of holders, 1.2 million. And basically, it's just, you know, it's still growing. It's consistent. It's good. What is interesting maybe to go down is the top Polkadot parachains by average daily active users. So, of course, if you compare this to Solana or Ethereum or some of the other chains, it might be very low, but now we're in the Polkadot ecosystem. And as I already pointed out, if you watched the video 2 days ago, Nodle, number on the first spot. I mean, what unbelievable. With a market cap of 23 million, right? I mean, anyway, and then on the second place, we got Moonbeam. So we got, I mean, this is actually funny, right? The average count of unique addresses actively involved in transactions on the blockchain within a day. So we have Nettle on the first place with 56. Then on the second place, we got Moonbeam with 51,000. And then it drops down to 6,800 on a star. That's not a lot, right? That's not a lot. And and then I think we have Akala down there. You know, Akala should not even be there. I don't even know who uses Akala, but okay. So yeah, and then there are some others. There are also many new blockchains, projects coming out within the Polkadot ecosystem. But you see, since I understand not always most of the technology behind these protocols, that's why I'm a little, not always sure is it going to be good or not. But I understand the psychology, and they're gonna put money in. It's gonna drizzle down first in Polkadot Kusama, and then we're gonna see Moonbeam, a star. We're gonna see Moon River, and then that's how it's gonna go down. And we will be on the safe side of entering early in some of the lower caps. And we will of course also look a little bit at Dot is dead, but there we just have to wait, kinda. Top projects on Polkadot Parachain by total holders in February. Moonbeam number 1, more than Polkadot. That's kind of funny, right? I think Moonbeam and Moon River has a lot of potential. I'm convinced about that. And there's still, I mean, if you go in, let's go and look at Moon River from how much it's still down from its all-time high. I know this doesn't mean, it does mean something. It's still down 96% from its all-time high, even though that was a huge high that it had there with $494 when it just launched. I'm not sure it's ever gonna go there, but that would potentially still, give 2,400% return. I think it's better to look at Moonbeam. And I also always sometimes use these pages in front of you guys so you can also, learn and see how it is that I do it. You see, with Moonbeam, there's even more potential. It is still down 97% from its previous all-time high, and that could generate 3,906%. I mean, I don't know. How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, Miss America there. So yeah, sometimes I know also. I mean, that I'm not a guy who, has too much love for the meme coins and too much love for little shit that we don't know if it's quality. Why should we go anywhere else when we can get these kind of risk reward numbers with top quality blue chip tokens and projects? I'm not a gambler. I never was. So anyway, what we're seeing, but it's also funny here. So we see Moonbeam number 1 with the total holders, and then Polkadot number 2, 1 almost 2 million with Moonbeam, 1.2 with Polkadot, and then it goes down to a start with 700,000, and then it really goes down 51,000 on Centrifuge. It's because this attraction about tokenizing real world assets onto the blockchain has still not really caught anyone's attention. You see, the funny thing was, even 2 years ago, when we were talking about these NFTs, I've always said a dancing monkey as an NFT, it doesn't mean anything. I know people are trading it and they were excited for a while. That's not the real value for an NFT. You see, ticketing, online ticketing, each ticket is a non-fungible token. You're going to go watch yourself a Champions League game, you buy a ticket, you will get that in the future on the blockchain, and that is that's a non-fungible token. And it's not worth, after you've gone and watched that show, it's worth nothing. But it is important because everything on the blockchain is basically just an auditing mechanism, right? The ledger is nothing else than a big Excel sheet that is kind of, combined and can, global and is all connected. It's interoperable, right? So with the payment, when you pay, it goes to the buying a ticket, you get the ticket, and we will still know that you bought that ticket and you went there in 200 years because it's on the blockchain. It is funny. Then when we go to the number, what have we got here by total holders? Then on the 5th place, we got Bifrost with 32,000 and then 26,000 with Hydrix. You can see it really, it's small compared to the big ones. And the big ones are without a doubt Moonbeam, Polkadot, a Star, Centrifuge, and I wouldn't put Bifrost. We're not holding, but maybe, let's see. So top primary blockchains by average developers in 30 days. Not Definity, ICP number 1, but then we got Polkadot on the 2nd and Kusama, and this also changes all the time. But there we started off with that. We spoke about that. Top 10 projects in the Polkadot ecosystem by valuation growth in 7 days. It all changes. Everyone gets here at first place, right? And they're here. It's Vala Network, but it's good to see Origin Trail, because Origin Trail is a project that's already working with major companies from the traditional world. Don't underestimate the power of Origin Trail. Anyway, what then we have on our 3rd place, Interlay. I know too little about that. And then we got Polkaswap. Maybe Polkaswap is better than Pokedex. Let me know what you think. Then on 4th place, we got Litentry. We're staking Litentry. Litentry, remember, is digital identity. I think with this, I've said this before, with this digital identity, I think there's a lot of competition, because ultimately the ones that are going to control the online identity of all of us, that's the real power of data, right? You really be able to control and monitor where every one of us individuals in the world are, what we're doing. So I think the last word has not been spoken when it comes to digital identity on the blockchain. But anyway, we're holding some Litentry too. And then we can see Polkadot on the 6th place, and then Pokedex. I wonder why Akala is still even here. Akala is a shitcoin. I'm happy we got out of it. And I don't think, they were supposed to provide the stable coin for the Polkadot ecosystem. And since that kind of fell away and we all got screwed with that, to hell with them. Killed only a matter of time until it's going to take off. Remember, they're also doing digital identity, but they are also doing what Origin Trail is. And let me just go in because I can never remember, I know what Origin Trail they're doing, but I can never remember that word, what it is that they're doing. I mean, it's embarrassing, but it's this, what is it? Supply chain management. That's what they're doing, right? Supply chain management, and that's a very, very important thing. So you can always track even the little cucumber that is coming from Ukraine, just all the way across the border to Poland. So we can track that, and Kilt and Origin Trail, they're doing a lot of stuff there. Anyway, next one. Let me know if you found a dot that you're really in love with. Top projects on Pokedex by total new users in February. Again, Moonbeam number 1, Polkadot number 2, Nodle number 3. It's important that you take Nodle into consideration. We were speaking about this a few days. Nodle with the 23 million market cap. And you see, after Nodle, we have a star with a market cap of 500 million, right? See, I know too little about Mnet and Mantra and these, so let me know what you think. I'm, however, very Hydra Dex. I mean, we should get in there at some point, but let's see. And top parachains by the total unique accounts. Moonbeam again, 1.9 million. Second place, then a star with 728,000. Actually, on a second place, we got the Nodle network. Just unbelievable. And then Akala, Bifrost, Centrifuge, Unique Network, Parallel. Parallel, I'm not a big fan of. Hydra, Dex, and Manta. You see, it's also it's good that we are seeing a little bit of different, let's say, segments, but in the end of the day, you always see the same projects, kind of being in the top 5. But somehow Nodle, with that being very little, tends to be somewhere very shining. And why I'm saying that, I think that currently I'm a big believer that this is really where we can have a very preferable risk-reward ratio. Let's see here. And what is a February overview of average daily users? 9,900. Average daily messages, 1.2 million. As long as it's still growing, and I believe it is, and all these things you can also look at yourself. Now, talk notable meme tokens, and I know that this is also something that you like to follow, and this also leads me to we should look at our little meme portfolio. Remember, it's also about time that you get to meet Cherry and Betty. Maybe not today, but very, very soon. And Cherry, remember, she's the one who chose this meme portfolio. And I just look forward to the time. Remember, she put in there $500 here, and we did that like a week ago. And I mean, it's been doing pretty good. But so far we got Flocky up 200%, Doc we've had 213, Pepe 140, Shiba Inu 100, 12 Doge, nobody actually likes Doge, and Bonk 4%. I look forward to when we're going to see Dot is dead and pink. Now, I gotta be honest, and I need to do a little bit more research on pink, but with Dot is dead, there's certainly a lot of action going on, and I think, I mean, especially there in the Telegram group. Now, in case you wonder how you can get those dead token, simply it's important, but they have still not announced when they will do this exchange. And I think it is, you get, for each dot, you're gonna get 1,000 dead tokens. It's just important that you don't have them on a central exchange. So that's also good that the dots are going to be, sucked out from the central exchanges and probably, if not already, back to the parachains. So basically just keep your dots within the Polkadot ecosystem. And we're not going to make a meme analysis. You were here probably a few days ago. You saw Nodle, decentralized physical infrastructure. I'm not going to go over this again. It has a market cap of 23 million. What I really like so much about it is the newest thing, Click. And this is because, let's just here go down here and just, so Nodle's latest application, Click, is a camera application that enables anyone to capture a photo or video and prove its authenticity by making a record on the blockchain for free. Adoption for the beta version is early, but the team behind Nettle believes there's a good chance that Click could be among the first Web3 apps to be adopted by millions of users this year. Given the rise of AI-generated content, the number of deepfakes, and the global political context, with 50 countries going on to elections in 2024, the demand for such tools should skyrocket. And I also said, 2 years ago, I was playing with this thought, should I also try to set up, my own blockchain company? Thank God I didn't do that. But that would have been exactly what I was thinking. Exactly that. Because we need to fight those fake news. Nothing but fake news. All around. Just like, everywhere. Crossed shadow. You see, crossed network and crossed shadow, right? And this is decentralized storage. We've also been talking about them, and we've already been investing for quite some time. In fact, if we go and look at our Polkadot portfolio here, 1 second, I want to see, because we got in, and I also did announce it to you guys. You know that we got in when we bought Crossed Shadow and Crossed Network. It's like, I think it's 2 years ago or something. Let me just find it here. 1 second here. So we can see here, we got the Polkadot. When did we buy Crossed Shadow? And Betty told me we can just press anywhere here and then we can see it. Yeah, we bought October 24, 2022, and we bought at 0.0045. I can't even imagine what kind of market cap it had at that time, right? Now we're up only 318%. But I really think it's only a matter of time. And remember, Crossed Shadow, what is it? The market cap that it has is ridiculously small. Let's see here. 1 second, guys. Yeah, it's not all, you gotta bear with me. Crossed Shadow has a market cap of 1.8 million. Yeah, 1.8 million. I mean, it's very little. I was talking about that in the beginning. It's very little. It's so little. And we already made 300%. So this can be, overall, it can be very good for the portfolio. Keep buying, and you know why it's good? That's what I also wanted to show you. If you look, okay, now we are looking at Crossed Shadow, and Crossed Shadow is, of course, the cousin on Kusama. So probably we should look at Crossed Network, which is on Polkadot, even though they're both good. Of course, Crossed Network has a larger market cap, right? It has a market cap of, I think, 40 million. 22 million. Is that really true? 22 million. Something must be wrong here. That's lower than Nodle. Fuck me. Anyway, I gotta buy more for Betty if she allows me. If you look at the markets where it's being traded right now, you can see that the Crossed Network is traded on Gate, Uniswap, Bings, and Mix, and Bitmart, and so on, and Uniswap and HTX. But now it might get to Binance, and and still not on Coinbase, right? Binance and Coinbase, these are the big boys. Once you get listed there, we're gonna see that hockey stick. So Cross is now inviting the community to vote for the listing of Cross Network on Binance. Well, do you think the community is gonna vote against it? So it's only a matter of time until they're gonna be there, right? So get yourself some tokens in the right and the back pocket, not financial advice. So here we go. Manta Network partners with Alchemy Pay for efficient crypto on and off ramp services. This is a lovely service where you get some fiat money into onto the blockchain. Centrifuge, only a matter of time until Centrifuge is going to take off. Remember, this is all they're doing kissy with lots of kissy together with BlackRock, and that kiss should not be underestimated. Kissy. What can I say? You can read about it yourself, right? Centrifuge, they're launching an innovative on-chain fund management platform leveraging blockchain technology to centralize and streamline the management of credit funds on public blockchains, enhancing efficiency, transparency, security, scalability, and all them goodies. And cheap and all that. Or more Centrifuge. So Finoa and Centrifuge forge partnership to revolutionize real-world asset custody. But there we also like Goldfinch. Remember, we like Goldfinch. But by facilitating secure and compliant custody of investments with Centrifuge real-world assets, you gotta learn the real-world assets pools. The partnership not only enhances the security and compliance of asset management on blockchain, but also expands the horizon for institutional investors into DeFi. And that's also what we need. So Finoa, we might also have to look into when we have time, right? You know, Cherry's always in the bar. She never fucking looks at anything. A star with the zero knowledge Ethereum virtual machine mainnet is live, and this is something, you know, also Polygon egg layer. Well, this is very good. So they're going to do some interoperable transactions, and ultimately it's going to feel like the chains are operating like one. You won't understand the difference like we do now, right? We got a change in MetaMask. We're going, you know, to Optimism, to Solana, to Binance, to God knows what. Coinbase to launch perpetual futures for Polkadot. I gotta hurry because we've got many more news here. And Moonbeam is working together with Animo. So that's very good. All very good. Now I want to go into actually the main thing here of today is that EnergyWebX.com is now, you know, live and well. And if you're holding Energy Web tokens, well, then they just got a lot of work for you. And don't expect to get anything for it. You see, usually when other coins, like for example with MantraDAO, right? They're going from one staking platform to their new chain. And if you withdraw your coins and put them on the new chain, you can then get up to 35% extra reward tokens because you're taking your time to do this. Now with Energy Web, you just get the experience of experiencing how it is to work with the technology of tomorrow. So I made this little video here and I thought we can enjoy it together. This took me like a whole day, and lots of not so nice words were shared. I put it together in 7 minutes where we'll go over it. So, where are we here? We got one moment, guys. It should be here. Why is it not here? 1 second, guys. Now I can hear that. So let's see, why is it? Something is wrong. This one. And then we gotta, here we go, I think. What is this thing? Here we go. So, thank God. So, as you probably know, you go into the whole thing about it is that you go and you download their new platform, the new station. So you download it on your computer. And then you gotta lift your tokens, right? So you got the honor of, taking your current Energy Web tokens and lifting them onto the new chain. That's what they're calling it. And if you go in, I mean, you had to kind of, by coincidence, I kind of find that how to do it. So you go into the Telegram group, and there Kitty is explaining how that's supposed to work. So this is what you get. You can now stake your EVT, which you cannot, but follow these simple steps to stake your EVT. Visit EnergyWebX, so that's the new page, and then you got to download the marketplace app, the station, for your operating system. And then install and set up a wallet. So now you gotta install and set up a new wallet using sub-wallet and Nova wallet. Now I would like to point out, I had no success with Nova wallet. I was downloading it because Nova wallet you can only download on your phone. And the only thing that thing did was, you know, at least my phone, make the whole phone not work. Now I know this is not sexy news, right? It's not talking about a coin that's gonna make a X thousand, but it can save you a lot of time. So I tried with Nova wallet, it didn't work. Then I set up sub wallet, and with sub wallet I was able to transfer my Energy Web tokens from the Energy Web chain, which was on MetaMask, send it to the sub wallet, and then from the sub wallet able to lift my Energy Web tokens into then Energy Web tokens on to the marketplace, the new marketplace. It's cool though. So then she said, install and set up a wallet using sub wallet or Nova wallet. Connect your wallet to the marketplace app. You can copy the wallet connect link on the app and paste it in your wallet. Select the WNN of choice, what that is, I guess, wallet of choice. Ensure to read the requirements of each wallet before you opt in. That's a good note. Staking is currently available to beta testers. It will be open to everyone by the end of Q1. I can tell you one thing. Sister Shelly and brother Jamal, they would not be able to figure this out, how this works. But, you know, we did get through it. So we downloaded the station, and here we go. And yeah, then you can connect up there to your wallet. So you're gonna connect to your wallet, and then you can use only Wallet Connect. Ledger not available. So Wallet Connect is the way to go. Now, for those of you like me who didn't really understand, but what I mean, Wallet Connect is not a wallet, just so you know. It's more like, you know, just a piece of something, a bridge in between. I mean, if you don't know and you need some questions, then, you know, I'm here to help. But so it's kind of, Wallet Connect is the gateway, but again, only to sub wallet and Nova wallet. And that's about that. So yeah, just so you know. Yeah. So. Okay, then you use this Connect wallet, and we used sub wallet, which is an extension that, thank God, I can use on the computer. And you gotta copy that link from Wallet Connect. You gotta then go to your sub wallet, and then you're gonna in sub wallet in the description you can connect it to Wallet Connect, and then a new connection. Not put it up there. No. You gotta go down there with the mouse. Yep. New connection. And then you put in this connection with Wallet Connect, and then you connect it, and then, yep, again, and then which account you're gonna use from your sub wallet, approve it, very good. Now you go back to the station. I mean, it's a little bit, you go back to the station, and then you can see the Energy Web tokens that you have in your sub wallet, but now you need to lift them onto the new Energy Web chain. And all you gotta do is to go there, lift, and then again, Wallet Connect. Connected. Come on, connect. Connect. Yeah, and then you gotta go back to sub wallet. You gotta get that QR code. Either you can scan it or you can just copy it. Go back to the sub wallet. Yes, I only did it with small amounts right at that time. And then you put in the link. Then you connect it. But then it kind of works when you got the hang of it. And then you gotta go back. Yeah, you got to go back. And then there, you can put in the amount. I mean, there we had only, it was a test, there was 9.6 tokens. And how many you want to lift? Minimum 10. Fuck that shit. So I had to do that all to transfer again and so for the test. But anyway, it will then, you can then put the amount of tokens you want to lift. And I was able, you see then here later, 390. And this is also a test. But then, yeah, then they are there. And that's lovely. Then you can go to the dashboard, and there's nothing as of now. Now, remember, they said staking is only available for beta users. And how do you go to beta? Which I'm not going to try. I couldn't really find a possibility to stake yet. But you go up there on your wallet, you press, and then you say experimental mode. And then when that's on, then all of a sudden, and this is kind of cool, because this is going to be the future. So you see, once we get away from all this, understanding the technology, and it's probably going to be. I mean, it looks cool. It looks fantastic, and there, once you're in there, that's where you're going to see these different projects within the Energy Web platform that you then yourself can choose where you would want to participate with your tokens and then stake basically and receive rewards. So you can see here, I mean, I think, I'm not really sure they're offering anything, but I did try to press 2 of them. So I thought the green proof for Bitcoin, and then you can go in there and then you can see the requirements and what the offerings and that's about that. But it is cool, right? So this is the developer activity that has been going on, not only with the Energy Web, but also that's why we're consistently seeing Polkadot and Kusama, ranking within the top 5 of a lot of development is going on. Thank God I don't develop. Anyway, so that's about that. I think it's cool, and I think Energy Web has a lot of potential. Now, the second one that we want to talk about, and remember we were talking about Pokedex. Like, we got in, and we are in minus. And I don't know, do we love Pokedex? I'm not sure. What do you think about it? I mean, but I did go in and I tried to test it a little bit. First of all, let's see. You can see the price that we got in at Pokedex. We got in at around $1.10, and now it's trading at 85 cents on the dollar, so it's down 22%. Now, one good thing is always to test the things that they are doing. Now, it's very hard, again, to set it up with your stash account and all connected to your Polkadot extension. But once you get there, you might be impressed. This is what I was able to share with you here. This video is only 2 minutes, so fuck me. No, this is 9 minutes. We're gonna try to do this quick. But anyway, so you can go in, and it is really, look, this is trade on the centralized. You see, basically what Pokedex is that they want to give you the feeling that you're trading like you're doing on a centralized exchange. However, you're on the blockchain. It's decentralized. It's a mighty fine thing, and it did look good, right? So yeah, you can go in there, then you can see your fund account, and then it's a little bit like if you, like, I think the way you do it on KuCoin. On KuCoin, you also have like a trading account and an investment account. But you can see how it looked. So I thought to myself, we're gonna try just to transfer the 10 Pokedexes into the trading account, and that's worth $8. Just to give to, and this is actually what also should be important to you, is the feeling that that it gives you. Now my thoughts, it's and you will see it. It's a little bit slow, I would say. It's a little bit. It could be. You will see here. Let's try. So okay. Now started. Boom. Here we are. So you can see here now I got the 10 Pokedex, and that's the price. I just wanted to compare. So on CoinMarketCap, Pokedex was trading at 88 cents. Then I wanted to go back to their order book. They call it order book, and you can see we got 10 Pokedex, and the price there, the last traded price was 89. So I wanted to try to sell 10 of them, right? And I wanted to try to put in a limit order. And yeah, there nothing really happened. So okay, so we gotta try. I tried. You can see the first bid here was 89.07. So I wanted to sell them at that price, and but there also nothing really happened. I mean, we were trying, right? So I thought, okay, better cancel that, because it actually says that 6.1 are ready to buy it for 89 cents. So we cancel it. You can see, I mean, the feeling is great. And then I thought, right, let's just sell them at the market. I think that's the way to do it there. I did try again here to do the limit with that price, but that didn't really work. Sell here. Come on now. No. You see, it's not as quick, and you see, of course, that's so they're giving you the feel, but obviously you're not able to, interact as you are on the centralized exchanges where everything is much quicker and probably also a lot more liquidity, right? So, we put in. I wanted to sell them at the price there that stated that they want to buy, but yeah, it didn't really. Yeah. So I mean, it takes a lot of time testing and trying and doing this and that. So I thought, okay, market, let's best market price. Let's just sell them 10, and that eventually the order was placed, and yeah. And then I wanted to look at the 1 minute chart. That didn't really for US, blockchain. It's a no go for US residents. Yeah, but you see, they've already created a good thing here, right? It might be a little slow and here and there, but in the end of the day, it does work, and and it looks good. A little slow, and I still don't know about the volume. So that's about that from Pokedex. Then, before we end, the last thing that I want to go through is how I took some staking rewards from Moonriver and Moonbeam, but I don't know if we should do both. But anyway, so here we did this on Moonriver. You see, what I do there is we're staking on Moonwell. And just before we start, it's probably, in case you don't know, Moonwell is, if you go to DeFi Llama, I mean, I've shown you this before, but I just think so you understand, as Blockchain Bully says, this is the channel for DeFi. You go into DeFi Llama, and then you go to chains, you go to parachains, and then go in there, and for example, now we're going to Moonriver. We look at Moonriver, the ecosystem, and on Moonriver you can see that the largest decentralized exchange is called Moonwell Apollo. There's only a 5 million total value locked in, but it's still the biggest. And Moonwell Apollo, which has the ticker, what is it? Well, I think. Has, again, also ridiculously little market cap, right? Has a market cap of 42 million. There's Moonwell, which is 42 million. I don't know. I think something is wrong there. And then there's MFAM. Because remember, there's one on Polkadot and there's one on Kusama. And the Moonwell Apollo, that's probably the one on Moonriver, has a market cap of 10 million. I actually think it's smaller, but you know what? And that's why you can go back to DeFi Llama and you can just press it there, and then you can see that it has a market cap of 860,000. Now we're talking. Still the biggest on Moonriver. Anyway, so we go back to, that's where we are staking our Moonriver and our Kusama token. So we connected there with our MetaMask. And it's good. It's the same interface for both, of course, for Moonbeam and Moonriver, and you do that on Ethereum blockchain there. So you go in here, you connect it. That always takes a time. In case you're new, you gotta have patience, and you gotta not always, let's say, get nervous if it doesn't immediately connect to your extension wallet, or if your extension wallet doesn't even pop up. All that jazz I've been going through for a long time. So you can go in there and you can see the markets, of course, and then you can stake and you can see what options are, and that's all good. But then you go in, we go on Moonriver, as I said. We want to see how we are staking our Kusama and our Moonriver tokens on Moonwell Apollo with the ticker MFAM. You can of course do it. And here you can go up. I'm not sure, go to your portfolio, and then you can see the there. Takes me. And then you can see what we are staking there. We're staking Kusama, Moon River, and we are receiving rewards both in MFAM tokens, but also in Moon River. And I think we don't need to go through this so long. You can see there we got 850 dollars that we could claim, and then we claim them, and then we restake them. Maybe the only, as I always say, because we also then get rewards in this Moonwell Apollo with this ridiculously low market cap. And those tokens you can also stake. And when you stake them, you also get, let me show you here. So when you stake them, yep, let me just see here, go quickly. That would have been too much, right? So when you stake them, you also get like, I think 19% or something. Let me check. And yeah, there you go. So you can stake them there for 9%. When you do it on Moonbeam, you get, I think, even almost 20%. Now that's all I got to say about that. That was a very long stream. So let's go to the chat and say goodnight. Oh, guys. Oh, let me see. Shade, Pokedex looks awesome. Yeah, it does. But how's the feel? And Blockchain Bully is saying there's a no-go for US residents. Only for US presidents. What do you say, Eddie? What are your thoughts about Stellar Swap? Yeah, no. You see, Stellar Swap is also good. Why is it that... Yeah, Stellar Swap is... What is it that... I think I've actually looked at it and I like... No, I think Stellar Swap also has a lot of... potential, but that's on Moonbeam, right? I think it's not on Moon River. Stellar also has potential. The only problem is that what I don't like so much about the Polkadot ecosystem is that the rewards are ridiculously small, actually. And tomorrow, when we're going to talk about cryptocurrency portfolio update, we're going to be talking some great numbers, much more exciting about it. It is exciting here today, but it's not the same exciting. Let's see. Yeah, Stellar Swap is the number 2. It's the second largest swap on Moonbeam. And it has 9 million total value. Yeah, I mean, also, I think, yeah, I mean, in fact, I kind of always believe that these ecosystems, they're all going to have like one exchange that's going to win. And then ultimately it's all going to, run into one monopoly. So you never know who's going to, now we got 9 or 2,000 decentralized exchanges around the world. And obviously, 1,600 of them are going to disappear. But until then, I think we can make a lot of money with that. Yeah, thank you, Bex. I'm into so much. Yeah, I mean, it breaks my brain every day. It does break my brain every day because a lot of things I don't understand, but I keep at it. The only one who should be happy is Betty, but she owns everything, but fucking miserable all the time. Anyway, guys, I love you. This was a big stream if you watched it. Tomorrow, cryptocurrency portfolio is again going to be a long one. But you know what? Be proud of yourself. We're here together, all 20 of us. And I think we should end on the note that, when we go back in and we look, I like that Mantra DAO chart because I believe it's only a matter of time until all our positions are gonna do the same, a little bit more and a little bit more. And then I did my job and I hope we got lots of coins in all your pockets. See you tomorrow, stay strong, and that's about that. Yeah, that's about that. Good night. I love you all.